Mum not up yet?
No. I thought you could do with the sleep. After waiting up all hours till you got back last night.
Oh, well, I didn't ask her to. I'm not a kid.
Then stop acting like one. Start standing on your own 2 feet.
Oh, come off it, Dad. Stop trying to act like my dad. Doesn't suit you.
Listen, I hope you've got everything sorted out with those blokes you owe money to.
It's sorted.
Oh, it's a good job they had a change of heart then, isn't it? Decided to take instalments. They'll be opening up their own building society next, doing car loans.
And what's that supposed to mean?
I don't trust you, Tony. If you're stringing Natalie along, you'll regret it for the rest of your life, believe me.
All right, I'm not, OK?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing.
Des?
Look, Mum, I thought I'd let you know. As soon as I made my mind up, I'm going to be out here by tonight.
Tony, you don't have to go.
Yeah, I do. Look, you've been brilliant. You've done more than you should have.
What about the rest of the money?
I can get it sorted. Anyway, it's about time I stood on my own 2 feet. Ain't it?
Early for that, innit? Hey, what are you doing?
It's bad for you, Leanne. We've got to get rid of it, all of it.
Hey, come on, I know you copped a rotten hangover the other night, but there's no need to go mad.
I'm not joking, Leanne. It's poison. We're all at risk while we've got this in house.
You are? Hey, give that here. You're not chucking that away.
Give it me back, Leanne.
No way.
Look, you don't understand.
Oh, this is the weirdos, innit? Ruth and Ben and the Gaga men, they've put you up to this.
I'm doing this for all of us.
Well, not for me, you're not. You can go all goody-goody if you like, but don't try saving me. I don't want to be saved, so save your breath. And in future, keep your hands off my booze.
Ali, what's up? Are you poorly?
You could say that.
What's the matter?
Embarrassment. I think it could be terminal.
Oh, I see.
I mean, how am I going to face Betty and the Rovers after last night? I mean, everybody in the street will know by now.
Well, I didn't see it on front pages when I looked just now.
It was an accident. I mean, how was I to know she was going to sleep in your bed?
Betty was in my bed because I was doing her a favour. You, on the other hand, were out to please yourself.
No, I was trying to give you a pleasant surprise.
Men in my bed when I'm not expecting them is a surprise I've grown out of long since, Alec, and it was seldom pleasant anyway. None of this would have happened if you hadn't come back from London in the middle of the night with more on your mind than a stiff nightcap and a decent kip.
I mean, what am I going to do?
Well, your secret's probably safe with Betty. She doesn't look like the kiss and tell type, especially where you're concerned.
Oh, yeah, very funny.
Apart from that, first thing you've got to do is explain and apologise.
Yes, you're right. I'll do that.
Right. Alec,
Yes, Rita.
don't do it in them pyjamas.
Hello there, Zoe. How's this new job of yours doing?
Oh, it's all right, thanks.
You're certainly looking very businesslike.
Yeah, thank you.
So, what exactly is it that you do?
Oh, well, it's a bit of all sorts, really.
Aye, like trying to close down butchers' shops.
You're very funny, aren't you?
They reckon eating meat's against nature. Evil.
It's not a laughing matter, Ashley. I came in to tell you I'd cut your teeth for you tonight. Don't think I'll bother now.
So,
Taking her work very seriously, isn't she?
aye, you could say that.
It's about all I've got to take seriously at the moment is work. It's about all I've got for entertainment as well, that's the trouble.
Sounds as if you could do with a night on the town.
You are right. But who with? Oh, taking a notice of me, Maud. I'm just getting used to not having Liz around.
Well, it's going to be a darn sight easier for you to find a new friend than it's going to be for that husband of hers.
They were divorced, you know, Maud.
Doesn't matter a jot. He needed her, and she let him down. That man's got a difficult road to travel. And now he's going to have to do every foot of it on his own.
A que distancia que de la playa.
I beg your pardon?
Quiero alquilar un coche.
Don't worry, Emily. Roy's turning bilingual.
Oh, is he indeed?
Him and Haley are starting Spanish classes tonight. I think Roy wants to get a head start.
Cierre papel higiénico en la habitación. Oh, hello, Mrs. Bishop.
Learning Spanish, I hear.
Well, I feel one should embrace the world's disparate cultures.
What does it mean, anyway, Quizio Happy home.
Quisiera papel higiénico en la habitación. I would like toilet paper in my room.
Oh, very cultural.
I didn't know you spoke Spanish, Mrs. Bishop.
Si, senor. I learned some years ago. Although I don't find many opportunities to use it these days, of course.
Bueno.
Hey, Manuel, how much longer are you going to be with that fry-up? Only my stomach reckons my throat's been cut.
I wouldn't like to disappoint it.
Can I ask you to remove your foot from my table, please?
You what?
Your foot. It's very unhygienic. People have to eat off these tables.
Why? Have you run out of plates or something?
I am not going to serve you until you take your foot off the surface of my table.
Oh, come on. Do us a favour. It's flaming murder, is this foot. I could have trench foot or something for all you know.
All the more reason for you to get it off my table if you don't mind.
Oh, you know, I've a good mind to go for compo off the council over that flaming cobblestone that dropped on my foot.
What cobblestone's that, Mr. Battersby?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Never mind. Look, can I have my fry up now?
Fried food, you know, hardens the arteries. Could be a thrombosis in that foot.
You want to be careful talking like that. You could turn people off coming in here. Manuel.
Hi, Lee.
Oh, am I glad to see you?
I should hope so.
Listen, I need to talk to you about Zoe.
Right, go on then.
No, we'll talk about it tonight.
No, can't we do it now? And it's going to be a bit tricky tonight.
Oh, you're not working at that flaming lab again, are you?
Look, Lee, it's money, innit?
What are you doing there? Building Frankenstein's monster or something?
Well, you needs a mechanic.
No, a good one.
Thought you were supposed to be.
I am. Just got other fish to fry these days, that's all.
Oh, I like what?
You know how it is.
Do I?
Look, Kev, I'm moving on today. I could really do without this.
Lost your touch already.
Just got a few people to see before I go. Couldn't do a favour, could you?
I could, but not today. I'm stacked out. In fact, I was thinking of asking you if you fancied putting your old overalls back on.
Come on, mate. Got to be on the road by tonight. Please?
You are desperate, aren't you? Is it worth it?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Won't be ready till after 6, though.
Right.
All right. See you later.
Cheers.
Looks like you might be stopping a bit longer. Car trouble.
Yeah, Kevin's going to get it sorted.
It's not because of Des, is it, Tony? I mean, that's not why you're going.
Des don't want me around, but I'm not going because of him. It's just time to go.
Before they come after the rest of the cash.
I told you it'll be all right.
Yeah. Well, why don't you come to the Rovers for a drink before you go?
I don't think I'm going to have time.
Well, why? What's the big rush all of a sudden?
Yeah, you're right. I'll see you later.
And don't forget.
Don't worry. Gotta go.
So, how is life under Mr. Baldwin's whip?
You know Mike, the Genghis Khan of the rag trade, or he likes to think he is. Ah, it's just not the same since Liz up sticks.
You'll make friends, Deirdre.
I don't know, Emily. But somehow it just doesn't seem the same going for a night out on the town with Janice Battersby.
No, I suppose not.
Actually, I was going to ask if you fancy coming out tonight.
Well, thank you, Deirdre, but I don't really think my feet are up to clubbing these days.
Oh, don't worry, Emily. I was just thinking more of a couple of drinks in here.
I'm sorry, Deirdre. I'm helping out with the Weatherfield Operatic Society. They're putting on the Pirates of Penzance this year. Perhaps you'd like to come along.
Do you know, I might actually think about that. Do you want another drink?
Please. Yes, Deirdre, love.
Can I have a tonic and a tomato juice, please,
Yeah,
love?
coming up, love.
You all right, Betty? You look a bit washed out.
Bed bugs, love. One very large one.
Thanks. See you soon.
See ya.
Hiya.
See, Tony's car hasn't gone yet.
No, there's something wrong with it.
Thought it was too good to be true. We'll never get rid of him.
He's asked Kevin to have a look at it. Look, he'll be gone by tonight. Will you be happy then?
I'll believe it when I see it.
And I've asked him to pop in for a goodbye drink.
You've what?
Look, Des, I know there's been all this trouble, but just do it for me.
All right. Well, if Tony is moving on, I reckon that's worth celebrating.
I take it you haven't sorted out your little problem yet?
Somehow, I just don't seem to be able to raise the subject. We've been managing to avoid each other so far.
So I see. You're going to have to do it sooner or later. It's not a very big bar.
Oh, you're telling me.
The longer you leave it, the worse it'll go.
You're right. I'll do it now. Hey, you won't go far away, will you?
I'll be right here, Alec.
Betty.
Yeah?
I've been meaning to have a word with you, about last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I mean, it was all a dreadful mistake. I mean, you do know that, don't you?
Do I?
Well, of course it was. I mean, I wouldn't dream of getting into bed with you.
Really?
Well, no. I just wondered, could we not draw a discreet veil over the whole incident? What do you think?
I don't know. Nasty shot like that in the middle of the night could have side effects.
What sort of side effects?
Oh, nightmares. And I can't go to sleep without the light and all that sort of thing.
That's exactly what you're saying.
Well, it could be a case for compensation,
Compensation?
Oh, worth thousands.
Thousands?
See? It's not nice having a shock like that out of the blue, is it?
Oh, you mean you're not going to sue me after all?
My heck. Last thing I want folks to know is I've had Alec Gilroy in my bed with me. I've got my reputation to think of,
Just this, please. We're all out of milk at factory.
How's them art classes of yours going?
Oh, we decided they weren't really our kind of thing. We're starting Spanish lessons tonight.
Oh, very continental.
Gracias, senora.
Ashley.
What's up?
Nothing, probably. Well, it's just Zoe. Nick reckoned if you were that bothered about it, I should talk to you.
Bothered about what?
These people she's got herself mixed up with. I caught her tipping booze down the sink this morning.
She were what?
I reckon it's this Ruth and Ben that have put her up to it. I mean, that ain't Zoe, is it? Doing something like that.
You're right, it's not.
Well, don't you think you ought to talk to her or something?
I don't know, Leanne. Trouble is, she seems so happy with them and I can't see him causing any harm.
Well, I don't know. I just think they're really weird.
I don't know. You know what Zoe's like. It's probably just a phase. You'll probably forget all about it by end of week.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hi, Zoe, all right?
Yeah. Guess what? Ben and Ruth have invited us to dinner at Foundation tonight. Me and you. You're not wearing that shirt, are you?
What's up with it?
Ashley, we're going out to dinner. We're not going to a rave.
Well, Nola knows if I spill my soup down, it will let.
Yeah, well, it'll have to do. If you go and change it, we'll be late.
Well, does it matter? You could turn up in jeans and a T-shirt and it'd make no difference if this Ruth and Ben were proper mates.
They are proper mates.
I'd rather spend every night of my life on my own with telly than with a couple of freaks like that for mates.
Well, that's all right then, because that's all you do, seeing as Nick's never here.
Now, come on, Zoe, we don't want to be late.
Oh, Zoe, don't forget to take a bottle.
Come on, Zoe.
Nick!
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise you...
No, it's okay.
Don't tell me you're shy, Nick. You have an exquisite body, you know. A lot of men would kill for a body like that. Women too.
Thanks.
Nothing to be ashamed of, I can assure you. And I speak from experience. I've seen some sights, believe me.
Really?
Anyway, I was wondering if you fancied coming for a drink after class? We sometimes go to the pub around the corner. Just a few of the more serious students. I don't know that put you off. They're quite crazy, really, but harmless. It's a laugh. I wondered if you'd like to join us.
No, thanks. I'd better get off.
Rushing back to your girlfriend, are you?
No, she's, no, it's just I've got this assignment I've got to get finished, so maybe next time.
Yeah. Well, I'll hold you to that. I don't like being let down, you know. Right, curtain up in 5 minutes. Don't disappoint.
More spring water, Zoe?
Oh, yeah, please.
Spring water is the milk of the planet. Refreshing and renewing.
We've got our own spring in Wales. It's pure and uncontaminated by fluoride and other chemicals. We bottle it up and send it to all our members.
Oh, ourselves as well, in shop.
No, we don't carbonate our water. We'd see that as a desecration of its purity.
Oh, I see.
Just shut up and eat your meal. Don't be rude to him.
My stomach's groaning for some meat.
Is everything all right, Ashley?
Oh, yes, it's fine, thanks.
We know you consider yourself to be a meat eater, Ashley, but, you know, science has proved that man was never designed to be a carnivore.
Yes, you've already said once. Somebody not showing up then?
That is Nirab's place, Ashley. We always set a place for Nirab.
Well, and he never shows up. It's bad manners, is that?
That's Nirab, our founder.
Nirab's the boss, Ashley.
There we are.
Gracias, senor.
You're very welcome.
I really enjoyed tonight, Roy. In learning a foreign language, fun.
Yes.
You know, the teacher complimented me on my vowel sounds.
Oh, very, very nice.
I just can't wait to get over there now and try it out. Parle espagnol.
I think you'll find that's French, Hayley. Parle is French. I know, because I remember during the class tonight that at school I wasn't very good at French either.
Don't worry, Roy. We're on it first lesson. You've got to give it time. You've got to learn to revel in the sounds. Te gusto mucho.
Te gusta mucho.
Like I say, it's early days. Salud.
Right, Des. Get your drink.
Go on then, I'll have one with you when I'm waiting to toast Tony good riddance.
Right, that is it.
You don't want to know, mate.
Well, he's dead keen to get away then.
Is he?
Well, desperate, I'd say, from the way he was acting this morning. Practically on his knees, begging me to fix his car for tonight.
Did you?
I just dropped the keys off. I'm not going to turn a bung down like that to fix his car, am I?
A bung? How much?
Oh, yeah? What are you watching?
I don't know, some rubbish.
If it's rubbish, what are you watching it for?
Because there's nothing else to do, seeing as you're never here. And Ashley and Zoe have gone off with the barmy mates.
Well, I bet Ashley's loving that, eh?
Yeah, well, at least he goes out with Zoe. All you ever do is work.
Look, Lee, we need the money, don't we? Anyway, listen, this should make you happy.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. It's not much fun being stuck here on my own, you know.
Well, it's not much fun doing what I do either, I promise you.
Then maybe I should start doing science at college then.
What for?
So I could see you, you know, in the labs.
No.
Why not?
Well, for starters, you wouldn't stick it, would you? And anyway, I'm there to work.
Oh, frightened I might put you off your concentration.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, hello. I'm back from the Last Supper.
All right, how was it?
It was great.
They were different.
Why? What happened?
Well, at first, he had us take our shoes off. Then they had us sitting on the floor like being back at some little kid's school, eating off this table that they taught legs off.
You're joking.
And they always set a place for the boss to eat, all always on some island miles away.
Maybe they thought he'd beam down.
Oh, ha, flaming ha. You're all very funny, aren't you? Well, you don't know nothing. And you won't be laughing when final day gets here. I'll tell you that, none of you will.
Going somewhere, Tony? Not without saying goodbye, I hope.
It's so exotic, though, don't you think?
Spain?
Oh, well, compared to Weatherfield, I suppose you have a point.
They have such wonderful music and the dancing and them long dresses, the black lace and the fans.
You know, I could just see you as a dusky-eyed senorita peeping over the top of a black lace fan.
Could you?
Yes, definitely. In fact, you've given me an idea. What Weatherfield could do with is a taste of the exotic.
What do you mean?
Tortilla, paella, omelette, Spanish food. I'm going to have a word with Gail first thing in the morning.
Tony's taking his time.
Well, maybe he had more decency than to show his face.
Oh, Des, let it drop, will you? He'll be gone by tonight, then can we just go back to the way we were?
There's nothing I want more. Look, I hate seeing you ripped off, Natalie, by anyone, even if it is your own son.
Nobody's ripping me off.
Aren't they? I thought Tony was supposed to be broke.
Well, you know he is.
Yeah, well, how's he managed to pay Kevin for fixing his car, then? I thought he'd use the money you gave him to call off the Rottweilers.
Well, maybe he had a few quid left. Maybe he wrote him a rubber cheque. I don't know.
He gave him 150 quid up front to pay for the car, to get it done for tonight. Cash. Look, just face it, Natalie. He's robbing you. And I've had enough of it.
Des?
You could maybe redecorate as well. Give the cafe a more Mediterranean feel. We've got some lovely bright colours over there.
Isn't that something to do with the lovely bright sunshine?
Well, maybe you could start by playing a bit of Spanish music, perhaps.
Well, that's not a bad idea. Actually, I'm quite fond of a spot of Julio Iglesias.
Oh, well, I was thinking of something a bit more traditional. It's a pity you don't play guitar. I can just imagine you in corner playing a bit of flamenco.
Well, actually, when I was a boy, I did try and learn to play once.
To play the guitar?
Yeah, from a book by Bert Whedon, Hold Down a Chord. I'd got terrible calluses on the end of my fingers. My mother made me give it up.
I'm not doing a running, believe me!
Sorry, Tony, I don't. And now you're out of lies, you're out of time, and your luck's just run out as well.
Get off me! Get off!
You can't go through life messing people about like this, Tony. But you remember that from now on. Every time you look in the mirror.
No, mate, you don't!
What the hell's going on?
You, get out. It's not to do with you.
It's my house. Leave him alone or I'll call the police.
Alec? Yes. Alec, do you mind if I slip out for 5 minutes?
What for?
Well, it's personal.
Oh, is it?
Look, 5 minutes, not a second more, I promise.
Yeah, all right, go on then, love.
Help me, Des!
Hey, I'd stay there if I were you, Des. Unless you want some more.
Des!
Come on, move it, let's go.
Oh, my God. Des? Des? Oh, God, please be all right.